what is the most important factor on deciding your MSP provider?
Really pleased you asked that, because um, I might come across as disparaging for other IT companies, but I really don't mean it like that in anything if I've ever said. What I mean is, we want to push standards forward for this whole industry, and we still take over too many clients that don't have the basics in place. That means at some point they were looked after by an IT company that didn't think those basics were important. Okay, so our advice would be, even if you don't want to use our services, which won't be possible half the time, you might be in, I don't know, Scotland or Ireland or somewhere else, and the practicalities of us supporting you just don't make sense. But the things that businesses should be looking for when choosing their IT provider is really forcing them to show how the process works and demonstrating it. So, for instance, anyone can open a help desk and answer a phone call, but when that phone call comes in, someone can't work, what's the process for permanent corrective action? Like, ask your MSP to describe that to you. Well, what happens? Do you have change logs? Is there a management escalation process? Where are you taking notes for these things? Are those notes reviewed? And all of these things aren't technical fixes. They're just routine processes that need to be put in place if you're going to deliver meaningful change for your client. Another thing that I think is pivotal, ask for testimonials from other businesses, but don't just accept it. Yeah, MSPX is amazing. It's like, why are they amazing? Well, they always answer the phone. Okay, but how many times do you have to ring? Oh, we ring 50 times a day, but you're only 50 people. Like, that sounds excessive. Dig into that, because often you can't just rate an MSP or an IT support company by how good their help desk is, because you shouldn't be needing to speak to them that often if the systems are in place for permanent corrective action. A couple of great metrics that we use to determine whether we're being effective with a client is REM, which is reactive hours per endpoint per month, which was a term coined by Gary Peaker, amazing MSP mentor, and also tickets per endpoint or tickets per user. Okay, and there are really clear numbers to ascertain whether you're being effective with your client based upon their size and how much time your help desk is spending with them every month. We're more than happy to share what those numbers are with any MSP that wants to come and ask. But they're the things you should be asking as a company when looking for an IT provider before making a switch.